We are on day 3 of Without Rival by Lisa Bevere. And today we are talking about being purposefully made. God uniquely created your DNA and knit your frame in secret so he could surprise the world. He authored how your heart expresses itself. He was the architect of your smile and the melody of your voice. He made all of your features with the fondest thoughts of only you in mind. He celebrated along with your parents your first smile and watched with affection your first steps. Because of his tender, intentional care, there are multiple facets of your life that express and reflect his love uniquely. He wove all these exceptional aspects and specific talents into the package of you, his daughter. He knew each attribute would be expressed best through your feminine form. Yes, it would. He knew you would represent and relate to him best as a daughter. This is the very reason he chose female for your gender. There is a very tender bond between fathers and daughters. He didn't have another daughter in mind when he fashioned you. You are his delight. This means you wouldn't do better if you were taller, shorter, blacker, or whiter, or smarter, or thisser, or thater, or all the lies we tell ourselves of when will be enough. This also means that you would not be a better carrier of his love, of the love he has entrusted to you if you were male. God does not love sons more than daughters or daughters less than sons, nor does he love each gender equally. He loves male and female uniquely. Perhaps as you grew up, you heard whispers or even shouts that your father or mother wished you'd been born a son. Maybe there was a time you wished that you'd been born a male too. But know this, God never did. Our Father rejoiced when he drew your first breath, when you drew your first breath. And as the years unfolded, the angels of heaven rejoiced with him when you, as his spirit quickened daughter. Marvelously loved one, there is absolutely nothing incidental about you. 1 John 3 verse 2. But friends, that's exactly who we are, children of God. And that's only the beginning. Who knows how we'll end up? What we know is that when Christ is openly revealed, we'll see him, and in seeing him, become like him. All of us who look forward to his coming, stay ready with the glistening purity of Jesus' life as a model for our own. 1 John 4 verse 15. This is how we know we're living, steadily and deeply in him, and he in us. He's given us life, from his very own spirit. Also, we've seen for ourselves and continue to state openly that the Father sent his Son as Savior of the world. Everyone who confesses that Jesus is God's Son participates continuously in an intimate relationship with God. We know it so well. We've embraced it heart and soul. This love that comes from God. To love, to be loved. God is love. When we take up permanent residence in a life of love, we live in God and God lives in us. This way, love has the run of the house, becomes at home and mature in us, so that we're free of worry on Judgment Day. Our standing in the world is identical with Christ's. There is no room in love for fear. Well-formed love banishes fear. Since fear is crippling, a fearful life, fear of death, fear of judgment, is not one yet fully formed in love. And what I want to add is that maybe growing up you might have heard that maybe you weren't good enough, or you should have been more like this person or that person, or for my African Nigerians, your cousin Abena is getting straight A's at McMaster University, or Tolu is studying engineering. God knows why he made you, how you are, and for a unique purpose. So hold on to that and let that person thrive.